Global Dokkan's 9th anniversary Part 2 banners are dropping very soon, and Gamma 1 and 2 are on their way. Here's everything you need to know. To awaken the Gammas all the way to LR, they need a total of 42 STR Gamma 1 medals, 42 AGL Gamma 2 medals, 7 LR Tech Piccolo medals, and 21 LR Fizz Ultimate Gohan medals. LR Gammas 1 and 2 lead superheroes, giving that category 3 key and 200% to HP, attack, and defense. Let's take a look at their passive. Gamma 1 and 2 give themselves 3 key and raises attack and defense by 125%. They gain an additional 3 key and attack and defense 125% when HP is 30% or higher. The Gammas also grant 3 key and 50% attack and defense support to allies belonging to superheroes, joined forces, and defender of justice. The Gammas also have a chance of performing a critical hit by 30% and launch an additional super attack, up to 2 additional supers within the turn, per INT key sphere obtained. They also have a chance of performing a critical hit by 12% and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, up to 2 additional attacks within the turn, per AGL and STR key spheres obtained. Finally, the Gammas have an additional attack and defense plus 50% and reduced damage received by 30% starting from the turn in which the character performs the 3rd attack in battle. The Gamma's 18 key super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage. Their 12 key super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage. Let's talk about the Gamma standby mode. To activate it, they either need to have their HP 70% or less, or attack 3 or more times in the battle. In their standby, not much of their passive is different compared to their base form. So here's what's different. Gammas 1 and 2 give themselves 6 key and raises attack and defense by 250%, while also reducing damage received by 50%. They also gain an additional attack and defense plus 50% when attacking. The rest of their passive is exactly the same as their base form. When it comes to the Gamma Supers, they remain pretty similar to what they were before. The only difference is that the 18 key provides an additional 50% defense to all superclass allies for 1 turn. During their standby, the Gammas have a charge count, which can be added to from allies' attacks. And to activate the finish effect, you only need a minimum of 1 charge. The Gamma's finish attack raises attack by 100% temporarily per charge count. So for maximum damage, make sure you get as much charge count as you can, and causes super ultimate damage that stuns the enemy. After you activate your finish attack and the battle continues, you exchange into Gamma 1. Once you switch into Gamma 1, he gains 3 key, attack and defense plus 150%, and reduces damage received by 15%. He also gains an additional 3 key, attack and defense 150%, and an additional damage reduction of 15% when HP is 30% or more, and an additional 50% to attack and defense when attacking. Just like in his base form, he gives superheroes, joined forces, and defenders of justice category allies 3 key and attack and defense plus 50%. He also launches a guaranteed additional super attack when attacking. Gamma 1 also becomes an orb changer, changing AGL key spheres to INT key spheres. Gamma 1 also gains an additional chance to perform critical hits by 20% up to 100% and reduces damage received by 10% up to 50% per INT or STR key spheres obtained. If you want Gamma 1's max stats, you'll need to obtain at least 5 INT or STR key spheres. Gamma 1's super attacks are exactly the same as they are in the standby mode. The only difference is that the 18 key super attack support buff is by 2 turns instead of 1. With Gamma 1 and 2's kit, we recommend building them with additional to make their standby condition easier to achieve. They do benefit from critical hit chance and dodge, so throwing those in would help the unit, whether it's from their hidden potential layout or from skill orbs.